adventurers, my name is Leah B. Jackson for IGN, and this is a walkthrough guide of Halatali, a level 20 to 23 dungeon in Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. Unlike the previous 3 dungeons in the game thus far, Satasha, the Tamtar Deepcroft, and Copperbell Mines, Halatali is not associated with the main scenario questline and isn't required to complete. Instead, it's unlocked by talking to Nedrick Ironheart in Vesper Bay in Western Thanalan once you're the appropriate level. Players over level 24 can queue up for the dungeon via the Dungeon Finder, but they'll be synced down to level 23 once they enter the dungeon. Halatali was once a holy place for the first little Lala Fel in Eorzea. It really encapsulates the feel of a deep, dark dungeon with huge caverns, holding cells, training pits, and twisting paths that lead you right into all sorts of monsters. The dungeon has 3 bosses, 2 of which have very similar mechanics. Overall, there isn't a huge variety of trash in Halatali either. For most of the dungeon, you'll be fighting monsters in packs of 3s. The most common trash pack is 2 Heckler Imps and a Doctore. You'll also run into some lightning sprites which aren't too tough and gas bombs that will self-destruct when you go near them. Make sure to stay out of their blast radius or you'll take a lot of damage. Kill the trash packs and eventually you'll come upon the first boss, Firemane. Periodically, he'll summon a stream of wisps that will slowly make their way to the fire pit in the center of the room. If a wisp makes it there, the pit will burst, dealing damage to everyone in the room. Your party can either choose to kill the wisps so that the bursts don't go off, or your healer can try to heal through the burst while the damage dealers focus on bringing Firemane down. Either way is viable, so choose a method that will work for your group. Once you bring Firemane down, interact with the ethereal flow that's now emanating from where the bursty fire pit was and teleport to the next part of the dungeon. During this section of Halatali, you and your party will have to activate 5 chain winches in order to gain access to the next boss. You'll also be fighting a new variety of the same few trash mobs. This time it's a bunch of Scythe Mantises and Colosseum Pythons. When you activate the winches, different things will happen. The first winch will spawn a gas bomb. Simply move out of its blast radius. The second winch will spawn 3 lightning sprites. The third winch is a good guy and spawns a treasure coffer. Boop. To get to the 4th winch, head down the steps and into the next room after you kill the mobs. It will spawn another gas bomb. The 5th and final winch is to the right when you enter the next room, but it's a good idea to kill off the remaining trash mobs before you set it off, as it will spawn 3 more lightning sprites. Once all the winches are open, head into the next boss room where you'll face the Thunderclap Quiver. When the fight starts, simply attack the boss where it stands. After a while, it will head to the center of the room and change the water to a purplish color. You and your party will want to run out of the water and up onto the nearby ramp, or you'll take some damage. While you're up here, dodge Quiver's ranged attack. When it's not spitting at you, the boss will begin to spawn some lightning sprites. These lightning sprites are weaker than the ones you fought earlier in the dungeon, so take them down quickly. After you kill a few waves of lightning sprites, the boss will stop charging the water and you can run in to attack it again. Rinse and repeat a few more times and you'll take it down. When it's dead, interact with the ethereal flow once again and teleport to the final area of the dungeon. The last bit of new trash mobs you'll face in Halatali are some Rudis Beaks. Kill them off, then notice the awfully suspicious treasure coffer sitting in the middle of the room. When you interact with it, surprise, but not really, it's a trap. Defeat the pit peist, grab your loot from the silly treasure coffer, then head through the Ludus door and into the final boss room to face Tangata. Tangata is a fairly straightforward fight that takes cues from the fireman fight earlier in the dungeon. Start dealing damage to him and soon enough he'll become invulnerable and begin to summon down little wisps like Fireman did. Bring down the wisps before they reach him or your party is sure to take a lot of damage. After you kill off the fire spirits and wisps, Tangata's invulnerability will wear off and you'll be able to attack him once more. Repeat this for the whole fight and you'll bring down the beast with no problems. enemy's been defeated, nab that treasure coffer and cross your fingers for some fresh loot. Way to go! Thanks for watching this walkthrough video of Halatali. For more information on Final Fantasy XIV Realm Reborn, check out the IGN Wiki.